TRU.media, the place to go to grab your tickets. Gold Coast, the Star Theatre, we cannot wait. If you're looking for an escape from this current world, please, by all means, join us.
But also, don't escape. Come hang out with firefighters. And may we all look at each other and understand that we can handle the heat.
Oh, we can handle the heat!
Do you write these down at home? Where did you come up?
That
wasn't on the spotter.
Right
Yeah.
Sorry.
7th of August,
You know what I
Thursday.
mean? The concept's there though, right?
We'll see you, Gold Coast, the Star Theatre. Thank you so much, Nando's.
Who wants to put out a fire?
Let me be honest with you. There's only one skin fold that I want, and it's this one. You ever had skinnies before? You know what skinnies are?
Oh,
Where are you going, bro? I don't know what you're trying to get me with
What path
here.
are you taking us down, Brooke?
I'm not biting this bait.
There's this things called skinnies, which they clamp the fat on your hips and your back.
Oh, see, this is athlete chat. They're talking about skin folds.
Right.
They're called skin folds. I don't like those, but this skin fold, this is a skin fold I like. Palm olive skin fold. It even says "aha" on it. They're like, "aha, we got this right."
You know
Native
what?
River mint as well. What more do you want?
I'll save us all. We are telling you that it's available at Chemist Warehouse, who are proud sponsors of the morning shift.
What about skin fold?
With Chemist Warehouse.
Let's push. Give me some. Let's go. Never fold. 10 toes down, baby. You know who it is. I'm trying to be like you, my bud. Shush.
It's too late to turn back now.
The morning shift. Powered by Media.
How do you start it off too high? I'm so sorry.
Where is he right now?
Lower, bro. Tuesday morning, wake up, motherfuckers.
What up, baby? It's a big Truss Tuesday. You know the deal. We here for our morning shifters, from our misters to our sisters. We back for another show, just in case you missed us.
Do the dish.
So powered by Media. We back for another show, baby. Let's push.
That's it. Stay blessed.
No stress.
We've got you covered like a sundress. Welcome to officially the #1 show. If you're called down under your home, welcome to New Media.
The People's Media.
Let's push.
Say no more. Ticket shoes over the door. Everything you want. Nothing you don't. Real people, real talk.
And if we ain't #1 of the charts, hopefully we're #1 of your heart.
Let's get it.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm a bit broken this morning. That's right. My octaves.
You're allowed to be broken on a Tuesday.
Sorry.
Bring it back. Hey, what is on the show for us today? It is a Tuesday. We got it locked in for you. Jordan, you chucked something online.
Yeah, I did. What? People want to be helpful these days, right? I feel like that's our heart. Our heart's in the right place. But what's a time where someone tried to help you and they absolutely made it worse? I feel like this is one that if it simmered for people for a few days, we'd get more responses back. You know, you kind of forget that one time, like, oh yeah, that's right. But we have a couple. I'm excited to share it.
I think it's also like people go, oh, well, it was the thought that counts, you know, and they kind of swallow it that you were trying to help, but you
The get out of jail free card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark, you bringing an old school one back?
I'm bringing back TRU NEWZ for Youss. There's plenty of stories going on in the news that I feel like we should just be touching
That's a
on.
throwback.
Yeah, it is a throwback. I'll tell you what, I was looking through
I remember.
I was looking through all our post stuff that we've done because, of course, we're getting ready for the live show. We're bringing the live show on tour, and we want to get out and about. And it just sprung a memory in my brain. I was like, wow, remember TRU NEWZ for Youssss? We used to talk about those news stories that, you know, we cannot escape. Well, we're going to be doing that today on the show.
That might be the first one of the year.
I love it.
Hey, I had a good weekend. I didn't talk about this, but I had a good weekend. My happy place has become the movies. I love the movies. You escape from the world. Everything kind of just slows down. I'm taking Winter to all the movies that I go to. I watched 2 movies over the weekend, though. First one I watched, Happy Gilmore 2. Anyone watch that?
I hear it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I hear it's absolutely terrible. Everybody who loved the original OG.
I popped up on Netflix. I was like, I'm indifferent. I don't really care about watching this. So I watched that band making a band show. Wow.
Oh, that one's good?
So good.
Oh, I thought that'd be terrible. Well, there you go. Well, no, I watched Happy Gilmore 2.
And
cameos, bro. That's
really?
all it was. Cameos.
Yeah, when I see people like Bad Bunny, I'm like, that's an audience. That's
He
an
was
audience
good, though.
play, right? Even though it's good, it's like, if Bad Bunny's in it, then his audience will watch it, and
Yeah.
that will make the film do better.
Eminem was in it.
And so it's exactly, you know what I
You
mean?
got Eminem. He had like had a.
Where's
a
the
full
integrity
scene.
of filmmaking? No, there's not.
Apparently there was 72 cameos. I went and looked it up. But there's a chance we could be on a movie, boys. The podcasting part of this movie was huge.
Oh, really?
But they went to all the podcasters. All the podcasters were in there. The Bobby Lees of the
So you
world.
talk to me now.
The Stephen A. Smiths of the world.
to me.
The Hot Ones dude, Sean Evans. He was in there. Like, it was a huge part of this film. The other one I watched was Fantastic Four.
How was
See,
that?
I heard that's good.
On reflection, I thought it was meh.
Oh, no.
I thought it was so-so. But it's a Marvel one that is definitely better than that Captain America rubbish that they put out earlier this year. That the Red Hulk, that was trash.
Do we think that's a form of sly racism, eh? You know, when they finally make the Captain America black and then they give him this thing movie. You
The
know
worst
what I
one
mean?
we've seen in the history of
You know
Captain
what
America.
I mean? Do you think that's
Well, yes, one of it. Now look.
Do you think? Because I mean, let me tell you, I don't want to speak on behalf of black people, but we weren't crying out for Captain America to be, African American.
all the ones.
You know, I know I'm not so, I might be saying too much there, but do you think that's like one of those psyop ones where no,
We gave it to you.
We'll give you something that you didn't ask for.
You got it. But Fantastic
Trash, bro.
was without giving away the whole thing, I just feel like it's a setup for what is coming in the Avengers world.
I don't want to waste money going and watching a
I
setup.
wouldn't. Here's something people won't like. I'm not sold on Pedro Pascal.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
He usually wins
But
on
everyone loves
everything.
him. Everyone loves him. I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, no. I love him in a
That's
couple things. I love him in
Oh, sorry, hang on a sec. You're not sold on him in general.
No. In general, no. As,
Okay.
as an actor,
Okay, just
the
making
art
sure.
in which he, makes his day to day.
Because he usually
puts money on the table.
He's a winner.
I get that. Yeah, I don't know. And this role again, I was like, I don't know if I'm convinced.
What did he play?
He was the smart Stretch.
Oh, right, stretchy dude.
Stretchy fella.
Yeah,
Stretchy fella.
You know
Did
what I'm
he get stretched
Ned,
out?
Dr. Ned.
Did they stretch him out? Sorry, that was dumb. Guys, that is your Daily Bread. Breaking bread
No,
with
it's not.
the... No, it's not.
We're gonna get into
We're
that.
getting into Daily Bread. Sorry.
Ready?
Daily Bread, brought to you by Bargain Box, New Zealand's most affordable meal kit. Nice.
That's right, guys. Daily Bread. Breaking bread with the news of today.
And today it is July 29th. That's 210 days deep into the year. 105 left to get her done.
Get her done.
It is International Chicken Wing Day today. The chicken wing.
So
third best part.
Does this... I'm a flats guy only. So that doesn't count, eh? Because it's not a wing. But I love... But I feel like chicken flats get put in chicken wing bowls. You know what I mean?
Flat? What is a flat? What's a
It's
chicken flat?
you know how
Tender?
not a drumstick, the other one in
thigh?
the KFC.
The thigh.
No, sorry. You know you get wicked wings,
Yes.
so it's not the drum, it's the other one. That's just got the. That's a wing, eh? Yeah, it's a wing.
What
It's
are you
great.
getting off the special menu?
Nah, you know how
I don't
people
know
go
which one-
flats. They call it flats. They call them flats.
What is this big back community I need to be
I
a part
have
of?
not heard of the flat.
The flat. You get a
Go
flat
on.
white.
Can you
So
go deeper into it?
think about. First of all, I just realized how big my back was. You order a bucket of wicked wings, right? And there's generally only two. There's like a drumstick, and then there's the flat.
Right.
Don't think normal chicken bucket of KFC.
Right.
Wicked wings.
Right.
So have you heard them called flats before?
Never.
No.
Wow. Did I make that up?
No. I get what you're
No,
saying.
I didn't.
No.
Hendo, you heard it?
Those are flats, bro.
So the flats are the thinner ones that aren't the drumstick.
That's
the
my
little wee
favourite.
tiny drumstick that comes with wicked wings, or the little wee, they're drumsticks, the
Yes.
leg part, and then, or is that the shoulder part? I don't know. And then you've got the little flat bit, which is where the two bones sit, and you got it. Yes.
Those are my favorite.
Wow, never heard them called flats.
Neither.
There you go. Happy International Chicken Wing Day.
Phew!
It's also International Fisherman Day today. We go from the chicken to the fish.
All vegans ain't.
Would you rather be a fisherman or a fisher of men?
pause though?
What?
It's a biblical reference. You guys need to go to church.
What is a fisher of men?
Nah, there's that, teach a man to fish, feed him for a day.
A teacher of men, aka a fisher of men. Okay, and finally it is Hug Holiday today, International Hug Holiday. Hugging is a simple way to express many different types of affection, from friendly to intimate. Just happy hug day today. Go out there, feel some skin. You know what I mean?
Skinful.
Yeah.
Let that heart bump onto another heart. Just make it happen.
Make sure you know the person though. Don't force it on anyone.
Absolutely, that's a given.
Yep.
Don't force a hug today, but happy International Hug
On the day, don't force a hug day.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been trying to hug my son with no t-shirt on, but like skin to
Yeah.
skin. Like he's 9 weeks years old, and he just gets you. He thinks I've got titties.
Yeah. Oh, he's latching on. He's latching on.
Sometimes I'm like, go on then, have a go. And he's like, nah, anyway. Guys, for those that are in relationships or have been in the past, you all know that many has a man waited in his car, you know, when the time has been, you know, agreed upon, and it's about 20 minutes, half an hour, and all of a sudden it's still his fault, and you're trying to figure out, hang on, I thought we communicated what time we were leaving. It's because they're getting ready. And it's just come out that the average woman, I suppose in the Western world, spends about 2.5 years of her life getting ready.
2.5 years.
Includes hair, makeup, outfits, and skincare. And that's on average.
Yeah, I would have thought it was well more than that.
We love that for you, ladies. If that's where you feel your time is best spent, we love that for you. Yes!
I'm going to go ahead and say, by the time I put my shoes on, you need to be ready. Do you know what I mean? Like,
if you have an allotted time, so let's say you're leaving at 7:30, I think I could be ready from sitting on the couch, have done no prep. I could be 7:21. I could have fully showered, have all my clothes on, hair done, sprayed, I'm out the door.
I hear you, but
give me 9 and I'm good.
That's a blessing though, right?
that is.
Like we have a blessing that when we go to things, where like I feel like for a lot of events, the woman that bring the beauty to these is what people feel like makes it elevated. Like what a blessing that no one's looking at us. No one's looking at us.
Yeah, he's giving
going.
9 minutes.
That event was awesome because there were heaps of dudes that got ready in 11 minutes and they looked amazing. You know, no one really looking for us. So you know, blessings to us.
Blessings to us.
I'm so glad, bro. I couldn't. Imagine.
I couldn't. And it's expensive.
Yes.
Ladies, I feel for you because you're paying so much.
And
Rihanna has $1 billion and you're still paying for it.
I get a small brow of sweat and I have to wipe it off and I'm annoyed. You know what I mean? But like shaping and creating pictures on my face. It's
All day,
hard.
every day? Not for me.
It's difficult.
So we salute you. We appreciate you. Shout out to the New Zealand government as well, because there's obviously not enough going on. The New Zealand government and the Minister of Internal Affairs has confirmed that the New Zealand passport is in the process of being changed to having English appear before the te reo text.
Who cares, bro?
That's where you've got all these things going on. There's all these things going on, but our government's going, I won't say our government, but yes, our government's going, of high importance to us right now, the Māori text is above the, we got to change that. We
Can I
got to
just
change
say,
it.
sorry,
Bro, what are we doing?
here's a little heads up to you government. If people can't understand it, leave it there. Make them understand it. If they don't understand the reo, make them understand it. Don't change it because stupid people, and usually old people or racist people, don't want to learn it.
It's just an
That's
interview.
on them. Leave it there and they will have to learn it.
Māori's
This
actually an
country
official
is
language in New Zealand too.
multicultural.
Mark,
Exactly.
I just want to say, I would agree with you there, Mark, but I do feel for those who don't speak te reo Māori, if they don't see English first, they're not going to find their passport. They could miss a flight. They could have huge ramifications on, you know, the time they'll spend on money they'll spend on travel.
Yep.
And if you are
Just looks
pro,
like my passport, but
if you are pro the government changing the language on our passport and wasting more money for all of us, if you're pro it, listen to what Jordan just said then. How ridiculous is that?
Where's my passport? That's not my bloody... It can't be. It looks like me. That's my birthday and my
it's the
name.
Maori words first. That's what. Never mind. I've got my passport.
That's how stupid you look if you're pro having these passports changed.
You know what I think too?
on,
Like,
man.
I don't want to say that it is racist people, but let's say it is. I don't even think racist people care at this point about making that change. Like, we're really at a crossroads here,
Right.
guys.
Make it. Got it. Yeah. So, look at this. My passport is... It is. Don't get much better than this now, does it?
Hey, Tihei Moriora. Let's push. That is your Daily Bread, guys. Breaking bread with the news of today.
This is the morning shift.
I think it's hilarious when your heart's in the right place, but the execution, you know, sometimes not even by any fault of your own, sometimes maybe by fault of your own, you know, ends up making things worse for people. All right, Shift Nation, when did you try to help someone, but you absolutely made it worse? Do you remember that time when, let's make this hypothetical. Do you remember hypothetically that time we worked in the same room together, guys? And there was someone in this room right now that was going for a promotion, and we all kind of agreed. And then we said that we wouldn't accept any of the other people except the person that we wanted to be promoted.
Said person, hypothetically.
That person then moved on to a better paying job. We
Allegedly.
we ended up getting someone that was related to the higher boss.
Allegedly.
And then we were told that we'd learn a haka. Anyway, what happened? What happened with all that? Oh, shut up. You're asking the wrong questions. And anyway.
What water did you drink before we got here today?
You never heard of flats? Okay, sorry. Let's bring this back. Chef Nation, when did someone... Who knows heard of flats? I'm not crazy.
I think flats, I think the heels, and I think...
No, you think
flat white.
something else. All right? And that's where you were.
And that too, yeah.
That's... Flat white. Bring us back to attention. Guys, when did you try and help someone, but you absolutely made it worse? Brooke, Matua, you guys thought of anything? Try it if you haven't.
You read some examples. I'm pretty sure it's going to spawn
reminds
some
you, right?
thoughts.
Let's start with this one. Injured myself playing hockey back at school. A guy from my class tried to help. My knee was bent the wrong way. So I knew something wasn't right. I told him to just leave it and get a teacher, but the man wants to be Dr. Opata. I kid you not, he pulled my leg straight. We all heard the pop, and that was my ACL snapping.
Oh, no.
Should have kicked him with the good leg, but I was too busy trying to breathe.
They say it is so dangerous when you've got a dislocated joint to try and put it back in yourself. Now, I get it. There's trained physicians and stuff like that, but the ability to catch a nerve and then lose the leg, highly likely.
I can see where he's coming from, because it called for a moment. Like, he had a chance to do something. You know? And like pre it happening,
Bro, that's
I'm going, oh, I could do something here. You know, I could save the day. They'll talk about me in the books.
How many times you see that in the movies too, where you just go boom,
100%.
and they like click, and you're like, you good? You good?
Usually
On
the
your
people
way.
are in war.
Get back out there!
They're in war or it's some Hollywood movie of some sports event.
Everything's
I
a
get it.
movie, Mark. Everything's a movie, man. I'm chasing moments.
I do remember when Ava dislocated her thumb and it was pointing a different direction, and every ounce of me was like, I can fix this. This is going to save me
That's
a trip
it.
to White Cross.
That's it.
But you know what? Jana looked at me and she goes, what happens when you pinch the nerve and she has to lose the thumb?
Bro, my grandma did this. But I was about 7 or 8.
Sorry?
I know. Hold on. Mark, I got the same story. I was about 7 or 8, and I used to go and I'd have to spend my school holidays at my grandma's house in Levin, which Levin has like 8 people at best. So I had no friends there. But I had a bike. And somehow I saw a bird, and I looked at the bird, and then I must have hit a stone. So I went into this fence, and I dislocated my knuckle. You can see there's a scar there.
I can see it. Yes.
But this knuckle was touching this knuckle. My grandma would have been 67 at the time, never have done anything medical in her life, but felt like this was her moment. She did it so bad that I've never had a feeling in my knuckle again. I can't feel that. Like that, I can't feel, because my grandma felt like this is my moment. I ended up having to go down to Wellington and have an operation.
Yeah, you got a little... So
If I just went to the doctors, I would have been fine.
She dragged it over the top, trapped the nerve within the joint, and...
But I was going like this, like it was just skin. And now I can't touch my knuckle.
Off on the bike
I love
again.
you,
I'll
though,
give
man.
you something to cry about soon.
It felt like that.
Next one. When did you try and help someone, but you absolutely made it worse? One time I was driving me and my mate to work, and someone had an accident by a pedestrian. We couldn't really tell what was going on, but my mate in the passenger seat wanted to be a hero. I kid you not, he opened his door to get out, and a cyclist rammed into the door. Almost took the cyclist's life.
It's the heat of the moment too, you know? You're jumping out. You're not looking for a cyclist to bike past at that point.
Imagine.
How many times have you been close to it? How many times have you done? Oh,
Nah, straight up.
bro, I
That's how I
get
know that story is true.
like 3-4 times a year. I think I get caught with that, and I lose like 6 months of my life because my heart beats so fast in that short amount of time.
I actually remember recently, I wasn't thinking. I literally got out fast, closed the door, and like, it was like I must have been opening the door as the car was going past.
feel
and
it,
I
eh?
opened, and
You
I was
feel
just
it.
like, oh my days. All my days. RIP to that cyclist bike.
Thank you.
They didn't pass
Say
away.
that.
When did you try to help someone, but you absolutely made it worse? I'm sorry. My cousin told my mum I was having dark thoughts. She gave me a hiding. Thanks, cuz. We listen, we don't judge. I came through all that, but damn! Auntie,
Hey.
things saying that he's...
Come here. Let me beat the devil out of you.
You going through a hard time, eh? You want to go through a harder
about
time? Yeah. Teggy. Okay, we're laughing, but like, obviously, we also are laughing because we know sometimes, you know, that generation of parents, we don't understand that, you know, those thoughts can occur.
I think 75% of people were going, yeah. Yeah.
Can I have actually thought of one that
So did I.
I did when I was younger. This was when I was very, very young though. And this was actually partly...
You were 17.
My-
That's what I'm saying.
My older sister was involved in this too, and actually my older brother. But I remember we wanted to surprise Mum when she got home, and so what we decided to do was make cupcakes. And the cupcakes themselves they consisted of us just scooping lumps of ice cream into the cupcake cups and then putting them in the fridge.
Can I just say, I have so much fond memories of like, you do the like, this is for you, but you just wanted to raid the pantry.
We ate 90% of the ice cream, but I do remember Mum getting home and opening the fridge door, and of course everything had just defrosted and there was just cream of
Everywhere.
ice cream just dripping through the entire fridge. But at the time, it seemed like such a cool idea. It seemed like such a nice thing, and it made sense. We skipped the whole cooking thing. We just went straight to ice cream and the cupcakes, and it generally made Mum's life a lot harder. Sorry, Mum. Sorry about that.
Yeah, if I was a parent though and I had a hard week and I just wanted to chill in the weekend and you little shites pulled that out, oh, I'd be angry too.
We were trying to help.
That's it though, eh? Heart was in a good place.
was.
I remember that I've had one kind of real job outside of basketball and this. I used to work at the Wellington City Council. I was fresh out of high school. I was probably there for like 6 months. But there was 3 of us from school, and we would get there at the same time. But there was one guy you could just tell it just wasn't for him. He was like, "Oh boys, I don't know, but I need the money, but I'm not having fun." We kind of gave him that like, "Well, you're young, you know, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Go get another job." So he quit that day. I randomly bumped into him like 2 years later. Still couldn't find a job.
Shot Brooke.
This guy who's like, well, he says, well, you know when they do that. Well, you know, so, well, so, you know, with this.
24 months ago. 24.
That's probably a you problem, not a me problem anymore.
This is our last one. When did you try to help someone, but it absolutely made it worse? Years ago, my girlfriend at the time... These are not funny. Years ago, my girlfriend at the time broke up with me. I'm not sure if there was any betrayal, but like 4 or 5 weeks post-breakup, I found out she was dating a guy. In my mind, that was fairly quick to move on. We can agree. We can agree. And to make matters worse, he was 100% an upgrade in the looks department. Lol, ouch. Anyway, my bros tried to cheer me up, take me on a night out to help me take my mind off. Anyway, my bros tried to cheer me up and take me on a night out to help me take my mind off things. We end up hitting the clubs, and at the end of the night, we decided to go to the Rippers. We sat down, and boom, right across opposite from us, my ex and a new hot man were already there having a good old time. Mean night. Thanks for the help, brothers. I laugh now because we stayed for an hour or so, pretending like I didn't see them. That would have made it worse.
That is hell.
That is hell, eh?
Well, that's hell because actually, this is a family show. I probably can't even. That's not a good place to be in, though. I'm thinking there's kids in the car, so I'm gonna leave.
No, leave that.
My ADHD is ADHDing right now, and I'm just gonna leave that one there.
Can I share a story of a documentary that we were just talking about how quickly you move on, how some people can quickly move on in relationships. I watched a documentary over the weekend. It's called The Trophy Wife: Murder on Safari. And look, it's a documentary, right? It's a heavy documentary. But it was fascinating. It's actually, it goes on a case that happened a few years back where a dentist was being unfaithful, and he took his wife and him used to go on the safari to do these what do you call them, like safari trips. They were hunters, trophy hunters, so they put all the trophies, all the things that they killed on their wall. And she perished on one of these safaris. 3 months later, new person in the house after being married for like 20 years. Didn't think that would raise any suspicions.
Is this in New Zealand?
No, this happened over in the States.
What about the eye doctor from Rings?
There's that, bro. What is that?
What? Bro, that one is
Crazy.
ridiculous.
They'll make a doco about that too.
The eye doctor?
Yeah. Have you not heard?
I haven't heard about this.
Basically, yeah, he's from here. It was a case. It was a prolific case last year, right?
Yeah.
But basically, in short, the police contaminated the evidence, so
The old...
it couldn't be. Was that kind of right, Mark?
Along those lines.
They basically botched the crime scene.
I was giving inside job.
But like, no. So I don't know if any of that.
it's-
It could have actually just been a mistake. But it's also like the ones of like, this is a rich doctor. Nothing's wrong here.
The glove don't
contaminated.
fit. Oh, the glove didn't fit.
Oh wait, hang on. Actually, no.
The trophy, no. So I can definitely talk on the trophy wife one, because that one there is all about the glove don't fit. The thing happened on the safari.
Must have it.
It was an accident. She was quickly cremated. Like there was a whole heap of stuff that went on. But his new partner moved in 3 months later. That's what I was trying to get to. 3 months after being married for like 15 years. You think 3 months is the time period where people aren't going to look suspiciously and go, hang on a minute. FBI gets involved. Bang. Both life in prison. Like absolutely looked, it was like the case had happened like 4 years past and the FBI jump on it and still find him guilty in a different country, complete no murder weapon or anything.
Dongies, eh?
It was crazy. Anyways,
Dongies.
Shame. So
don't do it. That's what I'm saying. 3 months is not long enough.
I don't know how we got there. Actually, I do now remember. But also to end this, keep helping people. All right.
Oh yeah, keep on keeping on.
Even if if your heart's in the right place, just keep helping people.
This is the morning shift.
Kia ora, good evening and everything in between. I'm Jordan.
And I'm broke.
And this is True News
For you.
It's back. Hey, nothing but positivity
rested.
today on True News for Youths. New
I can't
changes
promise that.
to voting laws may not be legal. Cars targeted in clampdown on unpaid court fines, and homelessness has increased. Let's get into the stories, gentlemen. New changes to voting laws may not even be legal. A new law or electoral law change would remove same-day voting and late enrolments. There was a whole heap of little different things that the government were looking to put in that were, I think it's fair to say, basically aimed at people who weren't organised, who weren't ready to vote on vote day, and
You
ultimately...
can put it like that, but I also frame it as like going through it. And like
Yeah.
life is really hurting at the moment. So getting to voting, I'll worry about that on the day. Mm-hmm. Which does tap into what you're saying there as well.
It does scream like a current government would probably stay in if these laws were to go through, and I guess that's the government's role, right? Is to try and stay in for as long as possible. But ultimately, what's happened since is electoral law restrictions announced last week are in breach of the Bill of Rights Act. This was announced by Attorney General Judith Collins, KC. Says,
There you go.
Yeah, my friend says in a report belatedly disclosed to Parliament. So ultimately, after saying this is what we want to do, then they put up on the government website, actually we probably can't do that.
They're reading different books, eh?
Yeah.
Get on the same book, team.
Doesn't it feel a bit like that though, globally? Someone makes a big, bold statement and then all of a sudden there's like, oh, you can't actually do that.
Yeah.
I feel like with social media now and people not being able to really fall back and necessarily trust or enjoy old media, is that there's been a shift in the way we are consuming, but there hasn't really been a shift in the way or the style of people or the style of politics that used to sit well on old media. Like you used to be able to just say, no, this is what it is. That's what it is. This is what's happening, But now really, you know, you have people that are a lot more aware of what's going on. They know why. They can tell you, they can read bills, they can put that information in front of more people. You know, you can't just like pull the wool over people's eyes anymore. So
Yeah.
There's new ways to find these resources as well.
That's
yeah,
a really
definitely.
good point, Joe. And I think to carry on from that point as well, even how we're voting doesn't sit properly, like with how we do things so digitally nowadays. Do you know what I mean? Like going into a building and ticking boxes and stuff like that, and writing our name down and finding our name on a big old scroll of paper. It's real old school. Yet it's been advertised in a new school way through social media and stuff like that. Nothing quite matches up. The characters, the politicians don't look like what we see on social media. They're not acting that way, and the way we have to vote isn't.
But they say it's on a trust thing, right? Like you can't rig the election if you're handwriting it. But that's just to say that the person who is taking these books in the electorate that you're at isn't just ticking the box that they want ticked. So it's just you're trusting the person there.
There's still trust involved, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really smart though from them because if it is leaning towards their voters, you can actually just come out and go, well, this isn't leaning towards anyone because everyone should be organized.
Yeah.
I do actually think we've got a great democracy. Like, I actually think we actually have one where, yes, I know what you're saying in terms of like the digital and stuff like that, but we're not like other countries where, you know, there's big lobbying and like there probably is a little bit here still, but I still think like you can go and vote and your vote goes to who you voted for. Sorry, I just want to say.
I believe so too. Absolutely. I think we have a fair process. I think people at the moment are looking at the ways they can best get as many of their voters to be voting and as little as the other voters to be voting, and that's what these rules were all about.
My
Anyways.
confusion, sorry, just quickly, my confusion is just the blame game. Like, I don't care. I don't care whose fault it was. I'm like, what are the answers? And like, obviously National is blaming Labour for the mess that we're in now. Labour, obviously, whatever choices they made, they had COVID to deal with. So it's not like you can just say that they had a complete easy run in terms of the economy. The world is going through these problems. If we switch to Labour, it's probably going to still be bad because, and then they're just going to be like, well, National got us in this mess. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, there's nothing.
Stop the blame game.
It's hard
is
to
the blame
follow.
game.
Yeah.
It's hard
yeah.
to follow.
All right, our second story is cars targeted and clamped down on unpaid court fines. The government is pledging to turn around a long-standing slackness in collecting court fines by stepping up the seizure of offenders' vehicles. Ultimately, if you've got unpaid court fines, you may find that you go out in the morning and all of a sudden, clamp, you can't move your car because, again, this is just to me, I'm like, oh, really? People ain't going through enough at the moment? Let's clamp tires if you haven't got your court fines, paying your court fines. That seems like over the top.
Imagine if we had like a real leader in charge of court fines, and they were like, you know what, I would rather get $1, $1.50, $2 out of people that, you know, won't notice it and actually helps to like get paid back what we need and actually energize people to, hey, look, we understand this is at the low priority of the list. We don't want this to be something that helps you not being able to eat or feed your kids or pay your rent. We get that everything is hard right now. So, you know, I'd have my customer service team firing, staying positive, staying up. Look, can you give $1, $2 here, $5? You know, make the plans what they are. I'd rather get a small amount of something than chasing someone for an amount of nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's the right way and that's the way it should be done. But also the government wants to keep people where they are. And how do you get ahead if you're always just catching up?
I'm sure someone passionate would love to do that job.
Yeah.
You know,
I imagine there's people
I'd
in there.
love to turn that around.
I imagine there's people in there.
Oh,
who
when
are passionate.
I ring for something mine, you know, and by the way, I pay my court fines. I just don't check my mail. So sometimes I'm like, oh, gotta make that call. I'll pay it right now. it's not giving there, energized. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's giving hurry up and pay your fine. Okay, and finally, homelessness has increased. Census data between 2018 and 2023 period shows a 37% increase of people living without shelter, despite the use of emergency housing. And yeah, it's looking like a real problem in this country, which I feel like is a trend that seems to be following worldwide. Pressure's been put on a lot of people, and a lot of pressure on people who couldn't really have more pressure put on them. And that's the sad reality of. I don't know how to fix homelessness. I'd love to know if there's any answers out there or what we could be doing, but it's very sad. Very, very sad that this is where we've got to. And as I said, 3 positive stories today. This is all from our country, that people listening abroad, this is what's in our headlines. But yeah, emergency housing, the shutdown of that, the pushing people out onto the streets has turned into a 37% increase in people living without shelter.
Tough times, man.
Tough time.
Very tough times. Tough people, tough times. Anyways, that's your true news for yous. I'm glad we brought it back. I feel like we haven't fixed anything. We've just asked better questions.
We just put it in front of us.
Yeah, just put it out there and in front of us. But as we always say, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Brooke.
And that is Mato Mark. And that was True News for you. Guys, that is the show. Check on your people. We love you. See you tomorrow.
this is the